Hey friends, my name is Ashley. I do homemaking style videos such as home decor, organization, and cleaning motivation videos. If that's something that you're interested in, I would love for you to join my YouTube community by hitting that subscribe button down below. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these types of videos, as it helps my channel out so much and also helps me know what you enjoy. All right, y'all, so today, as you can see, I'm in my laundry room and I'm gonna do something a little bit special. So there's gonna be a little bit of cleaning motivation in this. There's going to be decorating for sure. I'm redecorating in here. Not a lot, it is my laundry room, so I don't want it to be like overly decorated, but I do want to kind of get in here and just spruce it up a little bit, give it that kind of farmhouse industrial style. I have a new light fixture. I'm excited about that. We're going to be adding shiplap. We're going to be doing DIY shiplap, which my husband's going to help with that. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, stay tuned. I'm going to kind of record a little bit of how my husband does it and explain how you can do shiplap for really cheap. So you can kind of see behind me that I've cleaned some stuff out, but we're gonna rewind back, we're gonna clean this laundry room out, get you some cleaning motivation, and then we're gonna add the shiplap, we're gonna add the light fixtures, and we are going to decorate, which is my very favorite thing to do. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Like I said, I can't wait to get started, so let's jump right in. All right, y'all, so I just kind of want to give you an overview of how it looks right now, which I would call this organized chaos. So I'm really excited to get this all decluttered, get it dusted, and just really brighten it up in here. So like I mentioned earlier, we're doing DIY shiplap, so I'm gonna kind of give you an overview of all the tools that my husband is going to be using, and I'll try to link a list of all of these items in the description box to reference back to as well. But we used 5mm thick plywood, and we cut it with a cordless circular saw and used a Kreg circular saw edge guide to make sure to get straight cut lines. And we also used 16 gauge 1.5" finish nails, and by we, I mean my husband. I wanted to show you the nail gun that we're using. Once again, I'll have this all linked in the description box below, but we're just gonna cut these plywood pieces into 6-inch strips. So how we got started is he just laid out all of his tools and then he got started cutting, and really all I did was help hold up the wood as my husband cut, but he did all the legwork, and eventually I ended up going inside to get started on the popcorn ceiling, and he finished cutting all the strips. Okay guys, so this right here is, I believe this is technically used for like bug spray. You would just take this and spray it along the lines of your baseboards or whatnot. And I'm just using it to remove our popcorn ceiling. We have areas of the home that the popcorn ceiling is removed, but the laundry room is one that we just haven't done yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove it and just paint it. The reason why we haven't removed it yet is, I don't know why, honestly, I don't know why. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to remove the popcorn ceiling, and we're also getting a new light fixture. It's so cool, it's really nice. I'm excited about it. It's like an industrial style light fixture that I got off Amazon as well. I'll link that if I can find the link as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove this popcorn ceiling by spraying this lightly, and then I'm going to scrape it off lightly so that there's still a little bit of texture left on it, and then I'm gonna paint over it. And so that is what I'm going to do, and I'll kind of show you some of that. Also, I'm going to use this popcorn ceiling scraper that I got at Home Depot several years ago, and all you have to do is just attach a grocery sack or any type of bag around the edges, and there are these little black clips where you can clip them on so it's more secure and doesn't fall off, and then just scrape along the wall and it'll catch a lot of the popcorn ceiling. Now, it won't catch 100%, but I'd say it catches about 85%, maybe even 90% of it. Y'all, I almost forgot to mention, don't forget your mask and glasses. If anything, at least don't forget some sort of glasses because it will get in your eyes. So for sure glasses, if you can, also a mask. Sorry, I know I look a mess, but I also wanted to mention, make sure that you don't get it too wet. You want to do it enough to where when you're spraying over your popcorn ceiling, you want to make sure that it can soften so that you can easily scrape it off. but you don't want to spray it so much where it actually like gets soaking wet. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Make sure that you give it more of a mist than a soak. Okay, so popcorn ceiling is scraped. You can kind of see how there's still a little bit of texture. Let's see if I can zoom in. So while I was doing the popcorn ceiling, scraping the popcorn ceiling, Mike, my husband, was outside and he finished custom cutting to fit across here the plywood. We are going to switch out the light and I am going to paint the ceiling because as you can kind of see, there are some spots that are still, I mean, they still look nice, but once I paint over, I've done this before, so once I paint over it, you won't even be able to tell. We are on our way to getting some shiplap. I'm excited. Once we lay the shiplap, change the lights, I'll have to paint the shiplap in the ceiling, give this a good clean, and then I can decorate. So I am very excited. A lot of work though, y'all. It is a lot, and it's such a small room. I now know why household projects get put off for so long because it's a lot of work. Okay, so we pulled the washer and y'all look at this mess. My goodness. Okay. So I'm just gonna start sweeping all of the lint that has been collecting behind this washer and dryer, and then I'm also gonna use my 6-foot extended Swiffer because I can barely reach back there and I didn't really wanna unplug anything. So I went ahead and just used this so that I can pick up any remaining lint and dust off the floor, the wall, and on the actual back side of the washer and dryer. All right, y'all, so as you can see, we already got started. My husband went ahead and put the first piece of plywood up and he's attaching the second piece right now. Kind of wanted to get our bearings about us before I started filming it, just so we can show you exactly what we did, how to do it. So you're gonna kind of get more of a detailed look into how he's attaching the plywood onto the wall, but stay tuned because basically you'll see that he's just putting liquid nail on the back of the plywood and then using a nail gun to secure it in a little bit more. And to separate it, how we measured it is you can really use anything. You can even use a nickel, but he was using the edge of his square.
We can do what we like. We can do what we like, baby, while we're young.
So this one we had to cut to kind of cater to this shelf up there. And so we cut it 6 inches, or we kept it the 6 inches on this end, we catered to this side, and then cut the other side that went above the shelf. I want to note that any imperfections, any gaps that are on the sides of the walls, we are going to fill in with caulk. So yes, we want gaps in between the plywood going down the wall, but no, we don't want gaps on the edges of the wall or in the corners. So stay tuned and you'll see how he fills them in with the caulk to give it more of a finished and flawless look. As you see, there is a shelving unit on the side and there's even a shelf above that. So below the shelf and next to the shelf, he had to cut it down to fit around that. So Mike is just using the compound meter saw to do a quick cut.
And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. We can sleep under the stars or hang out in hotel bars. We can sleep under the stars, oh the stars, oh the stars. We can do what we like.
All right, it's finished. We decided to add this piece of board that I found in the garage just to kind of give it that finished look and that finished touch. Okay, y'all, so all I'm doing is just using a paint roller, paint pans, and I have a little handheld cup. All of this you can get at Home Depot, Walmart, Sherwin-Williams, probably on Amazon, I'm sure, but I'm just gonna kind of slowly do a pan over so that you can see exactly what I have in case you want to pause and screenshot and get the exact items, but really it's all your preference when it comes to the painting part. This is the primer and the paint I'm using. They are both Sherwin-Williams brand. I actually went into the store, but once again, you can go to Home Depot, you can go to Walmart, you can really go anywhere. It's all your preference, but I'm just gonna use a white primer. The paint color I'm using is called Greek Villa in Semi-Gloss, and once again, the paint color you use it's your preference. This is just the color I'm using in case you guys were curious. It is Greek Villa. Now, your paint pan, if you can, I would encourage you to get a plastic cover for it. It just makes cleanup way easier. And you can get them on Amazon or Home Depot, and there are probably other stores you can get them as well, and they're really inexpensive. Okay, now I know you saw I had painter's tape, but I am doing the easy or a lazy route, and I'm just taking a really small paintbrush and painting around the edges. This saved me so much time, and if you're careful, you're not going to get any paint on the side of the wall, and if you do, you can always just wipe it off with a paper towel. We used liquid nail to put the boards up, but we also used a nail gun to secure it. So I forgot about that, and I realized once I started painting, oh, there's little holes in the board. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in with this filler right here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in with this filler, and then let that dry, wipe it off, and then I will get back to painting. As you can see right there, and right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fill those in. So I am very glad I caught this before I finished priming, and especially before painting the plywood, but I went ahead and filled in every little hole that was created from the nail gun. I let it dry, and then I went back to prime and paint. Now, as you can see, I did go back over and paint where I had filled the holes in on the side where I had already primed, just to make sure that it was fully covered. Okay, y'all, so the shelves were looking pretty beat up. The paint had been scraped off in some areas, so I decided to prime and paint the shelves as well, just to make it look really nice and new and clean in here. And as for the ceiling, I primed it and painted it. However, for the ceiling, I just painted it in a white color, so it was a little bit brighter than the shiplap in the shelves. Now my husband is just gonna go ahead and hang the new light fixture up for me, and also hang up the picture, and then caulk around the edges to give it that more finished look. And y'all, he did such a good job. He made my laundry room dreams come true. Thanks, hun.
Like a moment without ending, spending time like it was going backwards. Bruises covering our walls, but they fall down. Diving deeper in the books that we read blind. Breathing in and breathing out to get.
Now I'm just gonna kind of bring back in some of my laundry items and a few little special touches of decor, and I will be done. All right, y'all, it is finished. The shiplap is up. We have cleaned, painted, decluttered, decorated, and I am so excited to show you the big reveal.
Patient through the yoga lessons, going greener by the minute. Soon I can't wear any other colors. Posters covering my walls, but they fall down. Diving deeper in the books that we read blind. Breathing in and breathing out to get smarter. Not working out for me, yeah. Got no money on my mind, tell my mommy I'm alright. Even laughing at the jokes you tell me. Keep myself inside the lines, neat and tidy all the time. If you ask me, I am fine. Got no money on my mind. Don't you worry about me.
All right, so that's all for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you're doing DIY shiplap yourself and have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will answer the best I can, and don't forget to check the description box. I'll have a lot of stuff linked in there as well. You'll have to let me know how you thought the laundry room turned out. I personally am so excited. I love it, and I'm so thankful that my husband helped me with this and made my shiplap dreams come true. Thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time.